Hey, I'm John Greaves III. I'm the co-founder of Garage Gym Life, and today I've got another comparison video for you. Today, I'm going to be comparing the Bob and Brad Q2 Mini against the Theragun Mini to see which one makes the most sense for your needs. Now, I am a big fan of massage guns. I will say that if you find yourself to be chronically knotted up and tight, then that's an indicator that you need a lifestyle change because we're not designed to live our lives in pain. But where I think massage guns shine is when something unusual happens that causes you to be sore. For example, if you're like me and you just changed your workout program and your body hasn't gotten used to it, you're still suffering the DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, then that's where massage guns can come in clutch to help you kind of recover your normal range of motion and movement patterns a little bit faster. Additionally, if you are traveling, say you're in a car for a long time, you're on a plane for a long time, that's another unusual situation. Your body is going to protest being stuck in those positions for a long period of time. You're going to feel stiff and sore. So that's again where massage guns come in clutch. Well, the problem with traveling is a lot of times we have to leave our massage guns at home, or they're so big that we can only put them in our suitcase to be checked as checked baggage. Where I think these products shine is because they are small enough, and because they're both TSA approved, you could put them in your carry-on bag and you won't be sacrificing a lot of space for the other items that you may want to have accessible if you are on a plane, for example. So let's go ahead, break down each product, and then we'll go through some of the differences after that. So starting with the Q2 Mini, it comes with this nice little storage case which doubles as a travel case, and it comes with 5 attachments. The Theragun Mini comes with this nice little travel case, and it comes with 3 attachments. Now there is a difference between the Bob and Brad storage case and the Theragun travel case, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. I gotta say that I'm a fan of the Bob and Brad family of products because once you've used one, you're kind of familiar with all of them. I opened this box up today and I didn't have any issues with getting the attachments on and figuring them out. First thing is, with Bob and Brad products, you don't just push them on. Instead, you're going to twist them in, as you see I'm doing here with the ball head. And just like the other Bob and Brad products, what I'm going to do is just simply press and hold to turn it on, and now it's on. And now you can assess how quiet it is. This is it at the first setting, which is about 1800 RPM. Then it's a little bit faster, and this is the top setting, which is roughly 3000 RPMs. So this is, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't even bother with the lower settings. My wife likes them, but I don't even bother with them because I don't even feel like they're doing anything. This is the setting that I like the most. It's the one I'm most likely to use if I'm getting ready for a workout. That actually feels pretty good right there. Okay. One of the things I'm gonna point out is I tend to press hard when I'm in a trouble spot, just because it forces that area to relax a lot faster and give me relief. And so that's where the fact that this has 35 pounds of stall force comes in, because if you press too hard with some of the cheaper massage guns, it'll actually cut off. And I don't have that problem with the Bob and Brad family of products, and definitely not with the Q2 Mini. So I long press again, and that's how you cut it off. If I want to change to another massage head, all I have to do is unscrew, and I can go to another one. And once again, you just screw it on, and once you have it fully screwed on, you're off to the races. This right here is a head that I don't really use much. This is going to be for like your sensitive areas, but unlike Ralph Tresvant, I'm not a man with sensitivity, so I don't care about that. But you can use it just about anywhere you want. This is something that my wife would more likely use because it gives you more of a gentle overall massage. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how quickly you can install and uninstall the attachments. All right. The other attachments that are in here are your bullet head, which looks very similar to the bullet heads on the D2 massagers and the other Bob and Brad massagers that I've shown you guys. You can see those reviews by going to the link that's going over my head right now. So use your bullet head. There's your 2-prong head. Again, very familiar. and then there is your flat head. Okay, so there you go. So that is the Q2 Mini. Now for the Theragun Mini, I've already got their version of the ball head already attached on here, and you turn it on by long pressing on the side. That sounds very quiet as well. And this is the second speed. So it's got speeds of 1750, which was the first speed. Now it's at 2100, and now this is 2400. Okay, ppms. That feels good. Again, I wouldn't even bother with the lower settings because self-awareness is important for an adult. And I know that. I would just be mad if I used any of the lower settings. Okay, now, unlike the Bob and Brad family of products, I am not as familiar with the Theragun family of products, although I have used Theragun products before. And so I actually had to use the instruction manual to learn how to take this ball head off. And essentially what you want to do is pull it up, grab the plastic, and then you pull it firmly. And there is a little detent pin here that holds it securely enough that you're actually going to be afraid that you're going to break it. Like I was afraid I was going to break it. But anyway, then if you want to switch to another head, for example, there's their version of the bullet head. They call this the thumb because it's intended to mimic someone's thumb when they're giving you a deep tissue massage. You just push it on there, the little detent pin goes in, then you long press, turns on, it starts at 1750, which I feel is a waste of time, up to 2400, and there you go. And now I can use this on like little pinpoint trigger point work, okay? I keep on going here to this shoulder because it needs a little bit of love after a week's workouts. Anyway, so that's how quickly you can install and uninstall the different massage heads. Okay, now, both of these units have the ability to be charged up with a USB-C cable. So on the Bob and Brad Q2 Mini, it's on the end. And then on the Theragun Mini, it's here on the sides. The Bob and Brad Q2 Mini is available in black, like this. Comes also in red, blue, or green. And then the Theragun Mini, this is the third generation, by the way. Third generation is available in black, desert rose, which when I looked at it, said to me it's pink, and also oat, which to me, I'm a guy, it looks beige. But again, this is the third generation. If you have the second generation, it is also available in green. All right, so I told you that both of these, both the Theragun Mini and the Q2 Mini are TSA approved for travel, but you're not going to be able to take, or at least I don't think that you're going to be able to take all of your attachments with you in this travel case. So if I put the Theragun Mini in this travel case, I feel like I kind of got to make choices. Starting to look a little pregnant. I'm not gonna even zip it all the way up because I don't think that this zipper is up to the challenge, okay? So we're gonna take the path of prudence and open that back up. Put the thumb away. Always gotta put your thumb away. And let's say I wanted to travel and the ball head is my favorite, okay? What I would do is put it on there and then put that into the travel case. That's not an insurmountable obstacle. See, nice and compact. But it does mean that the other two heads are not available to me with this travel case. Now, the Theragun Mini does have a travel lock, which I didn't really think about because, you know, turning it on is just a matter of pressing this button on the side, but you can press the travel lock to stop the button from coming on so you don't run down your battery inadvertently. So I do like that touch, but what I don't like is how this little case doesn't allow you to carry all your attachments. So to me, that's one area where the Q2 Mini shines because the Bob and Brad Q2 Mini storage case fits all 5 of your Bob and Brad attachments as well as the Q2 Mini in it. And you even have room for your USB-C charging cable and your instruction manual if you're looking looking for something to read while you're on the plane. So that is the first area where I feel that this is superior. I want to say that the stall force thing is also an area where the Q2 Mini shines, because I looked and I could not find what the stall force is for the Theragun Mini. I assume that it's got some level of robust stall force, but I couldn't find it. And so if I didn't know and I'm going to try to purchase one of these, I'm going to buy the one that tells me what the stall force is instead of the one that makes me have to go find it. Another area where I just lean more towards the Bob and Brad Q2 Mini is you can just turn this on and use it. With the Theragun Mini, you can just turn it on and use it. I just did that. But you get the best use out of it if you download the Theragun app. And then you can use then it's got different programs or whatever. I don't personally feel like I need to have a program to use a massage gun. I'm just not into that. I don't feel like that's necessary. That's just too many things to have to do to just use a massage gun. Additionally, with the Q2 Mini, because you have more attachments, you have a lot more options, because there are days where you're not as tight as others. So some days I may only need to use the ball head. There may be days when I don't feel as tight. I may want to just use this head right here that's more for like the sensitive areas. And then there are days where maybe if I've been out doing a lot of walking, especially uphill, my calves are really tight. That may be the day that I need to grab this 2-prong head and go to work. I like having those options. So to me, having 5 attachments versus just 3 with the Theragun Mini makes the Bob and Brad Q2 Mini, in my opinion, a superior product. So both of these are available on Amazon, so you're going to be able to get them fairly easily, depending on where you live. But if I had to make a choice, for me, I'm going to stick with the Bob and Brad product, but you guys got to make your own decision. I hope this video was helpful. If there's something that I did not mention in the video that you want me to answer, go into greater depth, I'm happy to do that. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick overview of both products so you can see which one makes the most sense for you. Now, for the Q2 Mini, I do have a link that you guys can use as a discount code, and it'll be in the description for the video, so you guys can use that in order to make your purchase if that's what you decide to do. All right, hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. Go lift something heavy.